Good morning, welcome to the morning review on Wednesday the 28th of January. This is Kim Watson speaking for Easy Trader. So we're looking at the pound dollar first, and yesterday we saw this continuation of this upward move. We had a pivot swing the day before that. We've seen a continuation. It's pushing and looking like it could. I mean, it's running to these prior highs here around this sort of chop around this sort of level. Now we've seen many days of chop and then a bit of a late acceleration chop, late acceleration. We may have the same sort of situation occur today. I'm still looking really possibly a bigger continuation to the upside. Of course, we have got the FOMC coming out this evening at 7 o'clock UK time. Now that could in itself make quite a significant difference to the pound, the euro, etc. I mean, obviously it would be anything backed by the American dollar. We could see quite some movement from that. So in the meantime, my expectation on a day like this, when we've got such a key report, is possibly quite a bit of chop. That's not to say we won't see a bit of continuation in these upward movements we've seen in the pound and the euro. Now, in terms of getting into positions, not necessarily straightforward. We've already seen the retracements in the early Asian session back to the daily pivots. A break of these upper trend levels now. We're sort of getting these sort of little flag patterns in there. A break of the flag could see us pushing up higher. We've got the sort of intermediate momentum sort of starting to come with us here. So a push to the upside would, as I say, maybe a bit of continuation. Alternatively, I mean, if it does break down these Asian session lows, well, we could go back. We'd have some good support coming in on the 50 moving average, the hourly 50 there, whereas it's crossed at 200. That should give us some good support. Maybe even the 34 may give us a bit of support. That has been used before, actually, the 34, but it may still come in. But certainly, if it does start selling off, I would be looking down towards the 34 and 50 area as targets and expect some sort of bounce from those. Okay, let's look at the euro dollar. Again, it'll be affected by the US news this evening, and nothing significant today in terms of news in the morning. So again, yesterday it popped in a pivot swing yesterday. Now, break of the highs of that sort of move could see a continuation to the upside. It's exactly the same really as cable from that perspective, and at the moment we've got yet another little bull flag. I talked about these yesterday. I talked about how we've moved into this position, and we've moved into it again here. So possibly we may get a third one. We'll see how it runs there, but certainly it's looking like there's some intermediate term upward trend going on here. So looking then at the potential breaks out of this flag that's sitting there, and a push up would maybe targeting towards the 200 moving average, 60-minute 200, which is also the 4-hourly 50. So that would be the sort of target wise, which we haven't seen hit for a while. We got pretty close to it, but that may be a decent target at least. It could push beyond that sort of region and get back within the monthly pivot levels. We come right out the bottom of the pivots here. It could push back within. Okay, dollar yen. Dollar yen, as I've been saying for it seems like forever now, remains in this sort of chop zone. Again, it's just a case of waiting. I'm not really interested in trading it personally that much, because he's just chopping. And in one thing here, what we're seeing is this reduced, reducing trend line that's coming sort of across here. There's a bit of a move across there. We're just sort of sitting in something of a bit of a wedge there, maybe, but at the moment it's a bit untradeable for me unless it starts breaking towards the highs of those. If it starts breaking out the high, I'll probably go with to the upside. I prefer that way. I don't really like the short side on the dollar yen. Okay, and finally Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar saw a decent shove during the Asian session as the CPI figures come out. There's the acknowledgement that there's not likely to be a need for any interest rate increases for some time, but all the same, one of the currencies that's been absolutely hammered against the dollar is seeing a bit of a respite. Now we're pushing up towards the daily upper bands there. We could find some resistance back into the 8 moving average, for example. It's crossed the 21. It may just provide a bit of again resistance into that sort of level. If it can get any sort of traction, well, again, I'd still be looking at sort of 50, the 4 hourly 50, etc. in terms of resistance. Funny old pattern at the moment. It's as I say, it's pushed ahead in the just after midnight when the data came out. It's already into its daily R2, but the pivots are quite pinched, so a break of that level, as I said, the 4 hourly 50, the hourly 200 could be a potential target later in the day. Okay, that's it for me. As I said, it's really a key day around the FOMC report. I would expect quite some volatility after that comes out, and that may set the tone for the rest of the week somewhat. Okay, have a great day. Bye for now.